So you can introduce yourself. And
Okay, my name is Dallas Peterman. I'm 20 years old and I attend Diné College, and I study business administration at Diné College. And I have a daughter. Her name is Blue. Her middle name's Sky, so it's Blue Sky Peterman. And I've been attending Diné College for 2 semesters consistently. And the year before that I was working, and then I had a semester before that. It all started when, after I graduated high school. Well, actually, no, when my daughter was born during high school. I had convinced myself that I wasn't going to go to college. I was just going to work, find a construction job or something so I could provide for my daughter. But and that's exactly what I did. So upon graduation, I went and I found a job, and I worked at a local grocery store, and it was all right. But I ended up getting out of the grocery store and applying for a roofing job, which I made a lot more money and it made more sense to do. But it was very, very unstable. It was like off and on. Maybe one day you're working, some days you're not, even though you're making a lot of money. So it wasn't very consistent. And then I never thought of Diné College until my parents said that they had family dorms out there, and I should go because it's affordable. So I looked into it, and I was scoping the area, and at the time the mother of my child was still in high school. So I decided to scout it out, and go to this college and see how it was. And when I attended Diné College, it was vastly different from my first perspective. I just thought, I looked down on tribal colleges just because of rumors that I heard. It's not well advertised out there to the community that these TCUs are meant to fit your personality as a Native American, and your characteristics, your culture, your language. It's all there. And I didn't know this, and it really helped me in the way I learned, because I was learning with my other fellow classmates that were in the same situation as me, and we were able to. That connection made that much more. It made learning more natural for me, and so I did fairly well for myself my first semester. I got involved with. Making my own. I actually chartered my own paintball club, and I got the I worked with another college institution. I forgot which, but they helped me format my constitution, and I got it chartered under ASDC. That's our student government, and so I started that off, and then through that I was able to get involved with one of the instructors at the drama in the drama end of the education, and. He asked me if I wanted to go to AHEC to compete in speech. So I went ahead and did that, and I ended up getting 3rd place in humorous speech and 3rd place in one-act play. And from there, it was all these opportunities started to unfold for me here at Diné College. And then later I was informed of the land grant office. And keep in mind, I'm still trying to support my daughter on the side. And so for the summer, I decided to work at the land grant office so that I could also expand these opportunities that I had and also provide for my family. So I took this land grant office job, and I really enjoyed it because everybody seemed like a family just working together. But I didn't know how much of an impact it was going to be in my life after we did these youth camps. I was able to, all this knowledge just the very limited amount of knowledge that I've gained throughout the semester, we went to youth camps and shared it with the younger generation, and it was just, I felt some kind of passion, some kind of belonging in telling and teaching the younger generation. And so through that, it was just my, how do you say it, I just had my passion started building up more and more for wanting to pursue a higher education. And we went to this conference, it's SAGE Conference, Society of American Indian Government Employees. And at this SAGE conference, they have events, just events stacked on events that inspire you, that give you the inspiration to make a difference on your reservation. And we were able to sit in groups actually, and we were considered the chiefs of our reservations. And we would come together, we'd discuss our problems, and it was very similar. Everybody had the same problems, the same issues. And then what they wanted us to do next was to solve them, put out solutions out there. And it was a lot easier because we're comfortable with the generation that we're in, so we were able to just toss out several solutions. And it just really got you going on, you know what, these solutions can be put into action. And we don't just have to be talking about it or playing around with it, we can actually, you know, put it in action. And so anyways, this whole event was just inspiring to me. And so after the event, I came back and I was hitchhiking to go see my daughter, because I'd hitchhike every other weekend to see my family down in Kanta. And I was hitchhiking, I saw some trash on the side of the road. And my family sells arts and crafts. We used to sell a lot of arts and crafts on the side of the road and at booths. And tourists would come in and say, hey, you guys have beautiful, beautiful land. And then when I was looking at the trash, I was just wondering, I was thinking about them, they're probably, you know, this is embarrassing on a reservation, we don't need this kind of thing. And I was like, somebody should really pick up trash. And then I thought back to the conference, you know, if you're not part of the solution, you're probably you're part of the problem. And you need to, one of my favorite quotes I like to quote is, do or do not, there's no try, from Yoda and Star Wars. And so anyways, from that, I decided I need to not just talk about it. And so I talked it over with my dad, and initially I wanted to do 30 days and just not tell anybody. But he says, I'd be more impressed if you were able to organize this trash cleanup event in 2 weeks and get it more publicity by, you know, sending letters to Arizona Department of Transportation, to your council members, so they can all donate. And that would display more leadership and organization skills than you just picking up trash for no reason. So I said, all right. So I did that. I made it in 15 days, and we did it from Saley, Arizona to Kanta, Arizona. It was a total of 95 miles, and we set it up so we could do 6 miles a day, and stop at each checkpoint, and then just rest for the rest of the day. And I was trying to get it out on Facebook, but everybody thought I was crazy to, you know, start this trash pickup. And so there's this one girl I happened to get on Facebook who came out of Flagstaff out of nowhere. And she comes in, she really wanted to make a difference. She really wanted an impact on the nation. She just didn't know how to pursue that. And so this gave her that opportunity. And so we started off the first day, we completed this first 6 miles, and then the second day got even harder because it was just 3 of us, and we could only get like 4 miles done, and it was just hectic. We already started getting nosebleeds, you know, some of the people got nosebleeds. We were tired, we were getting restless, and it was just the third day that we started feeling these impacts. And so my dad had written a letter for us, and he sent it to Navajo Nation, Navajo Times. And I guess they got a hold of our story, and they came out and they interviewed me, and they got the story, and then went back, and the next Thursday they published it, front page news. And just after that event, I mean, I had several, LGO helped me, Land Grant Office helped me with their students in the youth camp, because they had a youth camp going on the same time I was doing this. So they helped me out, and they helped me out with the first couple checkpoints. But after we got so far, they couldn't help us that much, just with, you know, donating trash bags and such. And then students would come out on the weekends because they were taking classes during the weekdays. But once that the news broke out, it just went viral. I mean, people on the reservation knew why we were on the side of the road. You know, we weren't just a bunch of kids picking up trash. It was an initiative to make a difference on our reservation. And they started to realize that, and then from there I had donations coming in left and right. I had water, I had food, we got places to stay. People put us up in their houses to take showers, some of which we didn't take showers for like 3 days at a time, you know. And so anyways, people came in on it, some people didn't. And one of the families actually was selling Navajo tacos, and they didn't have enough, they had more than enough to sell. So they had set up a whole station for us right in the middle of Chinle. They put up washing station for us to wash our hands, and made us Navajo tacos, and expressed their gratitude towards us. And it was just amazing how much people want a difference. They just don't know how to pursue that. And so anyways, we started out to mini farms and up the Rough Rock and Chilchipito back to Kayenta. And by the end of this trash pickup, we had close to 40 members of the community and students, as well as land grant office interns, all helping out cleaning the last stretch of the last of this 95 miles. And it was just inspiring, and we were able to actually get the younger generation, the high school generation, to come in, and we actually talked to them why we were doing this. It wasn't just a trash pickup, just to, I don't know, get publicity, to get attention. It wasn't just for that. It was to show them that the hardest obstacles in life can be accomplished if you just take the first step, such as what we did. It was, if we took the first mile, I mean, people thought we were crazy. 3 people clean up trash the first mile in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's going to know. That's just crazy. But, you know, as the days progressed, it just got better and better. So it becomes easier. And so once you learn this this way of thinking, just taking the first step, it can be applied to different things in your life. And one of the main things is our language. You know, you learn one word, and then you can learn 2 words, and then pretty soon you have a whole sentence, and then you can introduce yourself, and it just expands after that. And these are how you accomplish these obstacles in life. And that's what I was trying to prove, and they really took it home, and I believe it really impacted their lives. And so after the trash cleanup event, the town of Kayenta offered me the Grand Marshal position in the parade the next day. And we took it. The only thing is we were at the back of the line picking up trash. And it was just an amazing event and journey for me to inspire the youth in our nation to make a difference. And later on, that's when I got letters from Maine, and I got letters from Denver, telling me sharing their gratitude. And I actually got a desk piece that says "Do or do not, there's no try," and that was one of the donors for this SAGE conference. And he said it inspired me for years, and I'm now passing it on to you. And that was really, that really touched me, that it's not just in the reservation. There's other people out in the country that really want a difference for Indian reservations. And then the other thing too is my friends that I met at SAGE, this one girl actually took it upon herself to replicate this event in a much smaller form, and she did it out in her Lakota reservation. And that was, it was going, and it was just amazing. So now I had to go away for work for about a year, but I came back, found myself at Diné College, and I'm finding myself gaining this passion again, just soaking up all this information and knowledge that now I can just go out and share, and I want to expand my knowledge so that I can help my people. And that's what the land grant office and TCUs have brought to my life, is that there's always a potential in somebody to do great things. It's just a matter of finding that potential. And TCUs and land grant offices and all these organizations within TCUs, they help you find that. And it's within everybody. And this is what these institutions bring for you, if you just take that first step. And it just carries on from there. So that's pretty much the story. March for a Greener, Cleaner Nation was the name of this event. And our motto is cleaning the nation at 1 mile at a time. And we're actually talking about doing it this summer, but we're not sure. We'll see. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a more detailed version of it, I guess.
Did you see the Navajo language version of Star Wars?
I did, yes. I really want to buy it for my grandparents. Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks.
No problem. And I'm sorry, what was the name again?
Brad.
Brad.